What's up, everybody? Your buddy, your pal, Mr. Nice Guy. Welcome back. College Football 27. We're here, our Alabama 2026 season. We may extend this later on into a full-fledged dynasty, moving along with Ryan Grubb, the offensive coordinator. However, just for now, we're focusing on this 2026 season. If you go back and you watch the very first video, you get kind of a nice walkthrough at the very beginning. We get to see the preseason there, did a little walkthrough on recruiting, kind of set all that up. But this one right here is all about actually getting in on some game play. I'm going to go to the depth chart real quick. We're going to tweak things just a little bit because we took a look at it. We didn't play with stuff. So Keelan Russell is the starter, has been named in real life this week to be the starter. I don't like that pure runner archetype. I think he's more of a dual threat kind of guy. In real life is what he is. Austin Mack, pocket passer, that's definitely what he is. I don't know a lot about Tredarius Williams. We'll look into that. But let's move over here to running back. Currently, we got Daniel Hill there. I don't have what they would call preseason injuries or pre-existing injuries turned on for this, so we're just going to roll with what we've got. So we have Daniel Hill here, 87 speed. He's really strong, 6'1", 236 contact seeker. So just kind of a hard-nosed bruiser. Tyshawn Toney, same thing, contact seeker, a little bit smaller, 207 as opposed to 236. Neither one of them really got the agility and speed. We've got Kevin Riley here, 5'11", 198. He's more of your shifty east-west playmaker type. And same thing here with A.K. Deer. A.K. Deer has been getting a lot of attention as potentially being that every down back. I honestly think I'm going to do that. The way I like to run the ball, it's going to be A.K. Deer. So A.K. Deer gets the nod to start for us. At fullback, it's going to be one of these tight ends. Not one of our top tight ends, though. Pretty possession, physical route runner. Well, Jay Lindsey here, 6'5", 258. So this 6'6", 265. Wearing number 31, that fits best as a fullback. Wide receiver, I'm going to leave the roster as it is. I'm here to tight end. That looks pretty good, too. Left tackle. Here we go. This is where we're going to have to tweak things a little bit. I think actually Carroll, the right tackle, he looks really, really good. Agile, sophomore. You got all the physical attributes there. I think we'll keep him there. Left tackle. Right guard is okay. Center is okay. Left guard. Oh. Might stick with that. We can look down here. Don't really have anybody jumping off the board. Fields there. No. And then right tackle, we'll go with Rogers out here at right tackle. Got that star development, but is only a senior, so he'll be gone. On the defensive side of the ball, we're just going to leave that alone. We are the offensive coordinator. So we come straight here to third down back. A.K. Deer fits for third down back, 81 overall. Power back. Daniel Hill, I think, is the obvious choice. He's got the best strength out of anybody. He's got really good carrying. Ball carry vision's okay. Actually, let's take a look. He's got the better break tackle, better trucking, better stiff arm. Yeah, all right. So Daniel Hill will be our short yardage back. Slot wide receiver. Ryan Coleman Williams, 6', 182. No, Rogers, 6'2". We want him on the outside. R.J. Rogers there. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. We'll stick with Ryan Coleman Williams in the slot. That'll work for me. Rush left end, rush right end, gadget player. Ryan Coleman Williams, it makes sense to me. Okay. So that is your offense squared away. We'll worry about red shirts later on. Let's go here to the actions. Let's take a peek at the recruiting here. I want to take a look. Well, I really wish it would. Can we look at just offense? No, we cannot. We can look at at-risk players. We have none at the moment. I think it's very early in the season. I think we just go ahead and do the full practice. We can switch to week off and stuff as needed. But, yep, we're going to stick with it. Let's go with full practice for everyone. Got some positives. Let's see. Oh, man, I'd love to be able to sort. So lots of good positives. Where's our QB? How did they go? All right. No injuries. That's good. Keelan Russell getting the full practice, plus 539 XP. Austin Mack actually getting more XP than him. That's very interesting. And then, wow, right here, Tredarius Williams getting more XP. Very interesting. And the running back room. Let's go back to all players. I want to see. Looks like Derek Meadows, 6'2", 215. Love the size. Derek Meadows and then William Sanders, the only two that we get that get increased composure. That's really cool. That's something added this year with the impacts. You'll get positive impacts. You'll get negative impacts. Let's go to recruiting. If you remember, we increased some NIL deals last week. Let's see how those turned out. So we're still number one on the list for the right tackle, the athlete there. And still, Ohio State still above us there. Or actually, I don't know. Have we already... Because I thought we were number 2. It shows us dropped this past week. I think first, third, first, second. Okay. Yeah, I'm leaving the quarterback where he is. I mean, if he wants to go to Texas, that's fine. We can find a better quarterback, I think, later on. This Will linebacker is very important. The Mike linebacker. I'm going to go here. I'm going to edit the scholarship. We're going to increase even more. Yeah, we're going to max him at 190. We're in desperate need of a really good Mike linebacker. He's a gem. He's a 5-star. We need him. We absolutely need him. Playing time is a deal breaker for him. He's A+ playing time with us. So we're going to max out everything that we can just to try to stay in the mix. We've already moved up a little bit. Let's see if we can get up there going up against Oregon. But I think that's all I'm going to do. These guys here. Yeah, I mean, we're holding pace with Georgia. Kind of holding pace with Ohio State. It'll be okay for the time being. Miami, man, they're really trying to climb up. But this Mike linebacker maxing out his NIL offer. We need a Mike linebacker to anchor our defense. Big thing that's needed. We're the offensive coordinator, but we're still going to worry about the defense. So this is it. This is the moment. Let's get in. Let's enjoy the sights and the sounds here at Bryant-Denny Stadium in College Football 27. It's your Alabama Crimson Tide taking on the Pirates of East Carolina. No crowd patterns for Alabama, but you'll see in possibly some other games later on that I'll stream. Depending on the school you're at, there are different crowd patterns you can do. Like in Tennessee, you can go for the burnt orange and white checkerboard crowd, which is really, really cool addition. Just diving deep into all the different customizing that you can do for each game. We're only doing offense because we are the offensive coordinator, but let's get into it.
Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the ECU Pirates and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
So here in the world of college football 27, we're playing a night game against East Carolina. But in the real world, Alabama, East Carolina will be hitting against each other at 11 a.m.
But they still have one of the most dynamic wide receivers in the country. Ryan Coleman-Williams is looking for a little redemption after a low production year last year. The fans can't wait to see what this version of the Crimson Tide.
Now, what I'll be very interested to see, as you heard Holly Rowe there talking about Ryan Coleman-Williams, saying the name, is later on, once we get rid of some of these players that are already in here, the live players, I want to see if the system will be able to pronounce the name of future generated players.
Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Gets it across the 30.
Good run there by A.K. Deer.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Russell. Short pass.
Good throw there to Ryan Coleman-Williams. A little early. A little bit of a risky throw there.
Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, get great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position through the portal. But when you think about Alabama, they kind of grow it internally from guys who've recruited, who have waited their turn.
All batted down.
Ty Simpson was one of those guys. He waited his turn year after year to get his opportunity, and I think they feel like they've got the guys inside the building already that can take over the spot and lead this team to a national championship.
Russell from the gun on third down.
Ooh, batted down.
He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field.
Booms it away. That's going to be a touchback.
Going there, but they'll have to kick it away.
All right, defense takes the field. They do their job. Let's see if we can get back out here and get our job done.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
My goodness, just not enough time to throw. Plays are not developing.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. The ball is out behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense.
Yep, interception. Go to my old tried and true here. If you guys watch my channel, if you've watched my games, you know my favorite route in the route tree. And that's a terrible throw.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down.
Keelan Russell looking a little iced out there. Defense is helping to limit the blows here. A.K. Deere with a big run.
First down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. He's all the way down.
A big run there by A.K. Deere.
They are threatening. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down.
Should be pass interference.
Let's talk about Alabama. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week.
Thrown too early.
Opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25.
Run there, first down, Keelan Russell.
Go out and prove it day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. The give. Pulled down at the 11.
Pretty decent running game here. The offensive line is blocking well.
41 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if
That's
really
my bad.
that
That's my bad. I pulled it and wanted to throw it to the running back.
Defense.
Oop. Okay, dismiss.
Deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Switching it up.
Throwing Russell. Trying to barrel in.
That's my boy. That's 81. Caleb Edwards. First touchdown of the season.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And
ECU drives, gets the field goal.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again.
Got Rogers and Rogers.
Back to throw, it's Russell.
Oh, tried to get out of there.
And they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really
Good
nice
run there
job
by
to
A.K.
squirt his
Deer.
way up to the 31-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Whip it out to the back on the screen.
Oh, it got hung up.
About 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Russell will throw for it on 4. Unloads to the wideout.
It's Ryan Williams. First pass completed to him.
But not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move.
Good run. A.K. Deer, man, just strong running. But he's got that speed, too.
On first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rodgers. Dragged down at the
Another first
39,
down.
but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Russell on play action.
Oh, tried to hit Edwards. The defender right there.
Long way to go on second down. Hand off from the shotgun.
A.K. Deer right up the middle.
At the 29, it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And he gets ready.
Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Blocking fell apart on that one. It's a good decision to pull, but...
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive.
Rodgers takes it. He's in.
Take it in and house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Seeing Keelan Russell starting to find his rhythm.
From the gun, the ground game. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Fires to the wideout.
He held on to it.
And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. And let's see what they do on first down. They go play action with Russell. Still looking to his right. Oh, he's got some space.
Keelan Russell.
Play
got that speed.
As we get set for the final
the juke there.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun.
Ooh. They are starting to key up on the run a little bit there. We get done with this, we will take an opportunity to look at Week 1 scores.
Sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Where is the flag for that? I mean, he is all over the guy.
It would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man down.
It's Rodgers again to the goal line.
At the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first.
Noah Rodgers, his first catch of the game. And A.K. Deer gets his first touchdown of the season. All right, we are 21-6 here in the third.
They'll run the counter. Good job running tough.
Great run there by A.K. Deer.
Up to the 38-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That's a first down. We'll take it. We'll take it.
That is plenty to give him a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Russell on play action. Look out. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down.
Switch it up. Switch it up. A lot of pre-snap motions in this playbook.
Quick give. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
We're doing pretty good. Nice balance at passing and running.
Yards rushing now here in week one. A solid start to this new campaign. They convert on third down as he gets
we have an injury.
46-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Ford. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Buying time to his right. Going to try to get it himself.
Nice slide there. Protect ourselves. Good run.
Up the first down on a 2nd and long.
7 carries, 42 yards for Keelan Russell in this first game.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just making a play.
A.K. Deer bust 100 yards.
It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keelan Russell. He finds
Ryan Williams.
In the middle. Touchdown, Alabama! And the route is on.
And it's been more of the same in the second half.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Rush is on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Turns it upfield. Made a defender miss. And the big gain, and they've got it on the
158 passing yards for Keelan Russell. Not pushing it far down the field, and 50% completion. We can improve on that.
Intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Tackle is made at
A.K. Deer, good running.
A 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go play action with Russell.
Oh.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Russell moving out to the right. He'll pull it down and run. At the 20, he's got space. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
I believe we're definitely going to be a much better running team than we were last year.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Just as I say that, we get stood up at the line.
And boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying to find the end zone.
There's Rodgers. The other Rodgers.
Touchdown.
All right, at this point, you know what? I probably should have waited to see if that glitch still remained, where you would go to mass sub and it says starters. Austin Mack
After their defense slammed the door shut,
now on the field.
Finishing touches can be put on this one. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And we are going to go to shoot clock.
Late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quarterback keep. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge...
You're definitely going to go the whole Lane Kiffin look here.
Move the chains. Here comes Alabama on 4th. Looking for the marker.
Daniel Hill, big-time runner, 236 pounds. Gets the job done.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in.
Roll Tide, roll.
Halfway there on
I don't know why Ryan Coleman Williams is still out there.
Quick give. It's Hill. Knocked down.
Very close to that first down marker.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
You know, we will go ahead and kick the field goal.
You've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit.
Kick is up.
Right
It's good.
It's good. Well, that's just piling on.
If you watched any of my videos from last season with College Football 26, you know that I am a huge proponent of having a strong leg kicker being able to hit 50, 55-yard field goals.
Slam the door shut. Now the finishing touches can be put on this one.
And man, the big fellas
So that it basically getting to a point where if you cross midfield, you've got a good shot at scoring some points.
They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Season alley. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Man, that was a good run.
Now,
It was almost even.
yeah, we'll see if we get to
Great
run
job
this
by
one.
the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like
Great
this.
game
Not only
so
was that a big
far.
chunk,
I
but
think
also
one of the
looked
best
like
things
it
we've seen is that we're able to complete
All the way
passes
down
and
to the
touchdowns
15-yard line. It's first down.
to more than just Ryan Coleman
Tackled
Williams.
Right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring.
Daniel Hill gets himself a touchdown.
Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
And that's your ball game, folks. First game of the year. I would say it went pretty well. I would be happy to see this in real life. A 45-6 victory. A little slow start for the offense. I'd love to see some better completion percentage from Keelan Russell, 54.2. But 4 passing touchdowns. Great running game, and that was something that Alabama missed last season. I mean, they were ranked, I think, 128, and rush offense last year was horrible. So if we could see this type of run game from Alabama in real life, it'll give me hope for the team. Let's take a look at these stats. Big thing I want to see player stats. So look here, Keelan Russell, 13 of 24, 174, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, did have the 1 fumble, 54%. We got to do better on that. In the running game, A.K. Deere averaging 5.7 yards a carry, scored himself a touchdown. Keelan Russell put in 56 yards on the ground, and Daniel Hill 6.1 yards a carry and a touchdown. In the receiving game, R.J. Rogers, 4 catches, 59 yards, 2 touchdowns for him. Ryan Coleman-Williams, 4 catches, 74 yards and a touchdown. And then, of course, we've got Caleb Edwards also scoring a touchdown. And then blocking, we will look at some defensive stats. Let's see, leading the way in total tackles, it's Liam McChambers. Wow, freshman strong safety leads the way in tackles. Leading the way in sacks, Jan St-Pierre with 1.5 sacks. 1 sack there from Bingley Jones, half sack from Brown, half sack from Latham. And 1 interception, it's your boy, Keon Saab. So very, very good first game. We're going to jump to week number 2. We'll take a look at some of the scores from week 1 around the nation, see if we see any big upsets or anything like that. So let's just jump ahead. Nice transition screens there. I do like that. All right. Got some guys reach their top 5 schools. That's big time. We're going to have to take a little time on recruiting. My school updates. Yeah, playing style. Guys want to transfer. Hill, Deere. And AD expectations. We're at 97%. Great. So, first and foremost, let's take a look here at scores and schedules from last week, week 1. Let's take a look at the SEC. How did everyone else fare in the SEC? Missouri gets the win there over the FCS. Arkansas wins. Oklahoma wins. Texas wins. A&M wins. Okay. Vandy squeaked out a win there. Florida beat FAU, but still allowed 20 points. UGA 62. Wow. A lot of FCS programs here. Auburn falls to Baylor. Get the new coach there at Auburn. Tough first game. They fall to Baylor 41-37. Tennessee gets the win. South Carolina over Kent State gets the win. Mississippi State gets the win. LSU absolutely crushes Clemson. Would not be surprised to see that happen. And Ole Miss, their first regular season game of this season without Lane Kiffin. The offense sputters at only 26 points, and the defense gives up 34 points. It's very surprising. The head coach now at Ole Miss was the defensive coordinator at Alabama, and Coach Golding, and we did not like him. His defenses didn't do great. They were terrible. Let's take a look over at the Big Ten. That's kind of the rival for the SEC right now. Rutgers getting the win. Minnesota gets a win. Iowa winning Nebraska. Northwestern, Ohio State crushes Ball State. Indiana continuing their winning ways against North Texas. UAB pulls out a win over Illinois. I don't know if you'd call that an upset, but maybe. USC puts it to Fresno State. Oregon, a nail biter there against Boise, 21-19. Not a lot of big surprises here. Washington State. Wow. Washington State takes down Washington in the Boeing Apple Cup. A battle of former conference foes there. Washington State still in the Pac-12. Washington running off to the Big Ten. Washington State gets their revenge. UCLA defeats Cal. And then Notre Dame, Wisconsin. Notre Dame squeaking out a win there. We'll check a couple of my favorite small town schools. I want to look for my Troy Trojans. There they are. Their first game against Sam Houston State. They pull off the win by 3. Let's go Troy. Let's take a look at how the Pac-12 is doing. Texas State left the Sun Belt, which saddened me a lot because my Troy Trojans every other year would come out here to San Marcos and take on the Texas State Bobcats. But Texas State now decides they're a Pac-12 team. That's a little weird. Colorado State defeating Wyoming, the Battle of the Bronze Boot. Colorado State takes that one home. Houston and Oregon State. Houston gets the win 28-14. We already saw that Oregon, Boise State, and the Washington State score. And one final stop, another group that's kind of a rival conference for us, the ACC. Miami gets the win. Let's see, I just want to kind of look their ranked teams. Louisville upsetting Ole Miss. There's FSU. They're going to be our opponent coming up week 3, and they fall to SMU. Wow. So I don't see any really big upsets. I mean, there's some, but nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. So, weekly schedules this week. You can see the big games there. Ohio State taking on Texas. We got Oklahoma, Michigan is a big game. A couple other games there, but the biggest one, Ohio State at Texas, Oklahoma at Michigan. Those are 2 top 15 matchups. And, of course, we head to Kentucky. But let's get back over here. Let's do our weekly practice plan. First thing we're going to look at, any players at risk. Nobody's at risk, so we're going to go full week. We have decreased composure. First time we've seen that for our right tackle. He got limited practice. It makes me wonder, I guess, maybe practice is being controlled by other than us. That's weird. There's your limited practice, guys. Why is Keelan Russell getting limited practice? All right, we're going to have to take a look at that. I think, do I have that in the settings? Coach firing on, career, commissioner. I think it's going to be down here. Season experience customize. Auto recruiting, auto progress, user. Oh, I'll have to look that up. I don't see anything here to automate my Yeah, I don't see anything here about practice. I guess maybe randomly they'll have a limited practice for some reason, or if they're tired. I don't know. That's interesting. I'll have to keep an eye on that. So let's come here to recruiting. Up to our top 5 here. What can we do? We can schedule a visit. Let's bring this guy in here for South Carolina. We know quite a bit. He likes conference prestige. Let's talk about that. This athlete here, hey, we're going to bring him in for South Carolina as well. We've got to be, actually, you know what? We've got to be really careful. I'm so used to, in the past, I get up to where I can have 8 visits a week, and so I just schedule people willy-nilly. Let's hold off. He's a 5-star linebacker. I kind of want to let's keep the offensive guys together. There we go. He likes pro potential. Yep. We'll rock on that with him. I think all the linebackers we're going to bring in for this Georgia game. Playing time is going to be a big thing we're going to sell him on. Another linebacker here, Will linebacker. Let's bring him in. Let's talk program tradition. Let's bring in this free safety. Yeah, there we go. Talk pro potential with him. So the wide receiver there, we've got him covered. This Will linebacker, we could bring him in. Yeah, let's bring him in for Georgia too. We'll talk playing time with him as well. Okay. This Sam linebacker, we'll bring him in for the South Carolina game. We could schedule the quarterback here. We're 3rd on his list. We're going to change a few things up. Let's take this send the house off. And we'll go ahead to a... Well, the difference between soft sell and hard sell is just one thing. There it is. So we're going to do that. And so this is something you guys have probably seen me do before. Actually, I didn't do the right stuff. We'll do the soft sell. There we go. So what you'll see is we have the soft sell. That gives us 4. Here's another 4 from friends and family, and then 2 from social media. So that's some big bumps there. Yeah, let's just bring him in for the South Carolina game. Let's talk conference prestige. Bring him in for that, but that's going to help. That's going to help peak these wide receiver and the tight end up here. So, and that's big importance there. We want to peak those guys on their visits. All right. So not much has changed in that realm. Still very much the same. But we're going to get ready here for Kentucky. They did get a win in their first week game. Got a pretty good wide receiver there. We got Keon Saab's going to be trying to cover him. They put up some yards too. And let me tell you, we did pretty good. Yards allowed 165, only 6 points allowed. 55 rushing yards allowed. Looks really, really good. I do think we're going to come here because I've got the accelerated clock on. We're going to increase this to 10 minutes. I think that'll probably give us a little more realistic numbers there. But let's get to it. Alabama, Kentucky. This is the first SEC game. Oh, here we go. So we can do a crowd pattern here, even though we're at a opponent. So blue and white game, white out, black out, stripe out, default. I think. Blackout. No. If we go to Georgia, that's what we'll do there. Let's do. Let me do this. We're going to do a stripe out. We're going to do a stripe out so you guys can get a good look. Oh, I got to come down here and change that to offense only. We're doing a stripe out so you guys can kind of see what it does.
Glad to have you with us from
Here we go. So see there, you got the blue and white stripes.
This is a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe, that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the...
Yeah, gotta love the stripes there. It looks pretty cool. You got the Alabama visitor section over in the corner over there.
Kentucky got one of the bright young stars in the college football universe. Will Stein has done a fantastic job for the last several years as the Oregon offensive coordinator. Now an opportunity to run his own program in the SEC. We'll see if Will Stein can get the Kentucky Wildcats.
All right, here we go. Kind of focus on the game here, but also look and comment on the scores down below.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's past the sticks.
AK Deer starts his game out with a 23-yard carry up the middle.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. They'll give it to him again. Surged ahead for a couple there.
I did see there was a top 25 team that lost to an unranked opponent down below. I didn't see who it was. Georgia squeaks out a win over Western Kentucky.
Hand it to the back. He stopped.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough.
Kind of starting out with just some simple runs here.
To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive.
Very low throw there. I'm a little concerned with Keelan Russell's passing.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. keeping it on the ground with the single back.
K. Deere fights it in for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Auburn getting the win over Southern Miss.
No surprise in the opening.
Defense plays up very well.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Little bit of running room as he picks up 4 and gets it out to the 5.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's
Rogers.
Open space at the 25.
Oh, we're trying to do the little step there.
Down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up
Excellent, excellent play call there, getting us out of the red zone there, out of our own red zone.
Quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays.
Ohio State defeats Texas 31-28. A little bit more scoring in this year's game, in the 2026 game, than they had in the 2025 game.
If you want to chase a championship, really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about
Troy defeats Southeast, so Troy 2-0.
Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff.
A throw kind of off the mark there by Keelan Russell. Like I said, he's not a pure runner. He's a dual threat guy, so I don't know why they handed him that archetype.
Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood.
I kind of wonder if there is a way that I can go in on my rosters and edit that archetype. His archetype is definitely more dual threat.
Sends it back in motion. Throwing Russell. Unloads to the right. Makes the catch. It's Rogers. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. There's a crease. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hill. He's stopping. He's
Daniel Hill with the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Russell on play action. Out wide right, it's Ford. Good not
Iowa falls to Iowa State.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Keelan Russell. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They've got it.
K. Deere fights ahead, 3rd and inches.
Really well done on that throwing catch. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Push is ahead. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him
Go ahead and
into
put that
4th
field
down.
goal up.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead.
Alabama up 10-0 now.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They go play action with Russell. Right side, it's Edwards. And a good pickup to move the chains.
We'll let that clock run down. 7 for 7 in the first half.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at
7 for 7
before we move on. down here as they go back to work. Some misdirection with the counter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains. Just
overthrows Ryan Williams.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Great over-the-shoulder catch by Williams there.
They'll mark it at the 18. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. From the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Russell fires to the middle. Has it. Couldn't.
First and goal.
Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he's in.
Oh, and the defense finally gives up a score.
It does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking.
AK Deer just on the verge of 100 yards already in the first half.
To have success. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Might as well give it to him again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
A little too much on that one. Just
dangerous throw.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Russell from the gun on third down. He's going for the big play. Another incompletion on third down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. And the punt hits ground.
We're starting to have some errant throws here and there.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back
Good
to what
throw
was
there.
working earlier on in this
168
one.
passing yards.
Being the more physical team.
Being much more accurate in this
being
game.
a more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Throwing Russell. Fires on the move. That's caught.
Caleb Edwards, great catch.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Alabama hit them with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it? Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to it. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Go straight ahead. And he
AK Deer in for his second touchdown of the game.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off.
All right, I think we're going to have to pull A.K. Deer from the game. He's getting banged up. His speed is down. We'll let him finish out the second half, and we're going to put somebody else in the first half, and we'll put somebody else in the second half.
Timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Options galore here, second and just a few inches. Might as well run him again. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Got the first down himself.
Nice run.
Ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Keelan Russell unloads to the wideout.
Great throw.
In the middle. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Escapes the pressure to his right.
He's in.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
All right, we are into the 3rd quarter. Let's go take a look at A.K. Deer because he was getting pretty banged up. He is still very banged up. So we're going to pull A.K. Deer. Let's go. He is the 3rd down back as well. So A.K. Deer pulled from the game.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
Just a lot of throws. A little too low, little too high.
Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out every week.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
First sack of the game. Clemson gets their first win. You can see there against Georgia Southern.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell makes the
Good
catch.
throw,
It's
good
Rogers.
catch.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Straight ahead, it's Hill.
Daniel Hill getting his first carry, basically running back 1B.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single
Evan Riley coming in, getting a good run there.
Here on 2nd down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him. And they've really
a little bit of a double fake there. Took that play a while to develop.
3rd down and short from the 33. Russell fires to the middle. It's complete.
Rogers wide open. He's up to 271 yards of offense. 271 passing yards, excuse me.
They'll run it on 1st and goal.
Daniel Hill just powering through people.
He was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Sets his feet. It's Russell. Into the end zone.
And Caleb Edwards.
Touchdown, Bama. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And another.
All right, we're going to have one more drive for Keelan Russell.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's
Good run there by Daniel Hill.
Ball down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the ground, it's Riley. Got enough for the first down.
So we've got ourselves like three really, really good running backs here, which is great because we are going to run the ball quite a bit.
Working the ground game. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage?
Oh, that does not count as a sack.
Try to get their offense the football back.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this
Nice RPO. Good run there.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process.
Rodgers is just getting wide open, man. 310 yards, 2 touchdowns. Let that clock run down. This is Keelan Russell's final drive in this game. We will turn things over to the backups.
Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week.
Decent slate. Notre Dame, Michigan State, the big Arkansas, Georgia, another good game there. LSU, Ole Miss, the Lane Kiffin Bowl. Let's see how Ole Miss fares this week as they came up short against Louisville last
if you're
week.
An optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Driving forward, it's Hill.
Good run by Daniel Hill.
He runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
He's brought down at the 6.
I really wanted to see if I could get a throw there to Ryan Coleman Williams, but
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Throwing Russell. Lets it fly.
no, got it to Ryan Coleman Williams, but he got hit in the face.
Touchdown. Instead, it's second down. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6.
It's like Caleb Edwards will get the touchdown.
Crimson Tide into the end zone for 6.
So that is the second touchdown. We're going to mess up the backups. Whoop, I held up. Let's do this again. Mess up the backups. We will let Daniel Hill continue to, let's come here to depth chart. I want to make sure Daniel Hill, yeah. Let's go here to the power back. Yeah, Daniel Hill to be the power back, and then the third down back, not AK Deer, needs to be Kevin Riley. Okay, so there we go. That's the only real changes that I wanted to make.
This has been
So Keelan Russell pulled from the game. We've got the backups in. Second game in a row with 560 yards of offense.
And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business.
We're going to let Daniel Hill and Kevin Riley finish out this game. At the running back position, Austin Mack getting another chance to come in and throw the ball.
Back to throw, it's Mack. Rush right in his face. Right into
Throws it
the
away.
fray, and his first pass is incomplete.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Fires to the wideout.
Nope.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Down at the 2. Excellent punt. Let's go and try to figure out why is Ryan Coleman Williams still on the field. I mean, he hasn't gotten much playing time. Yeah, he's not there. Is he popping up as the gadget player? No, right now it's AK Deer, which I don't want it to be. Is he still popping up as the slot wide receiver? He is. Okay, so let's change this up. We will let Julian Jenkins come in as the slot because I want Ryan Coleman Williams to take a breather.
Tide ready to roll on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great.
Good throw there.
Set up an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like.
I want to give Austin Mack an opportunity to showcase his abilities, plus kind of get a good feel for him, you know, as a player, just so that we know what we've got if Keelan Russell goes down with an injury.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Daniel Hill up the middle. Excellent run there.
All the way down to the 10. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Mack. Lets it go to the end zone.
Oh, that's going to be pass interference.
Hold on just a second. We'll have to see
Oh,
what the flag's about.
Finally, you going to give me a pass interference call? Jeez, man. Decline.
Maybe a momentary scare for that.
Touchdown. Good throw by Austin Mack.
Honestly, it's been
And at this point, we are going to put chew the clock on. We've got 603 total yards of offense.
But the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Daniel Hill with a good run there. 11 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown as the number 2 running back on this team.
The sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Hits inside. It's Riley. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
That'll take us to the 2-minute timeout.
If you can lean on your run game, when you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Breaks into the open.
Great run there. A couple more big runs like that, and we could easily have us 2 100-yard rushers in this game.
1st and 10 for the offense. Gonna run it. It's Riley.
Ooh.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to establish the run. Might have a chance. He puts him in business.
Does that get him over 100? I can't tell. 19 yards on that play. I believe it should be over 100.
Has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play?
No.
From the gun, it's Riley. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st
And that's going to bring us to the end of the game.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw
absolutely phenomenal showing here by the Alabama Crimson Tide on the road. First SEC game of the season.
coming in, and this was
Looks
just
great.
total dominance.
Looks great. Let's take a look at these
That's
statistics.
going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has
From the
been a
quarterback
presentation of
standpoint,
EA Sports
21 of
College
25,
Football.
84%. That's what we want to see. 316 yards, pushing that ball down the field more. 2 touchdowns, no picks. 50% per Mac, 50 yards and a touchdown. Rushing the ball. We did it. We got 2 100-yard rushers. A.K. Deere, obviously the one with 23 carries, 138 yards. 6 and then 3 touchdowns. Daniel Hill averaging 8.3 yards a carry. No touchdowns on that one. Keelan Russell gets in for a touchdown as well. On the receiving end, both touchdowns. Oh, it's three touchdowns? Oh, no. Scott caught the touchdown from Austin Mack. 2 touchdowns caught by Caleb Edwards. Ryan Coleman Williams, kind of quiet. And then, of course, there's the blocking. Let's go take a look at the defense. Solo tackles. It was kind of a tie there. You got Xavier Mincy on the sack. Brewster, Bingley Jones. 1 interception in the game. It's Red Morgan. And then, of course, we saw the kicking and the punting. Great game. Another big win for Alabama. Defense is going to be averaging 6.5 yards or 6.5 points per game. They're staying top notch. Let's jump to the next week. We're not going to play the next game, but we'll take a look at how things are playing out around the country. Looking pretty good. We got some guys reach top 5. That'll be on the next installment. We're just going to take a look at the scores from around the country. We will be playing Florida State next time. That'll be a fun and exciting game. But let's go take a look at college football. Let's just do the top 25. Let's see how those scores played out for these top 25 programs. Ohio State did defeat Texas 31-28. They maintained that number 1 spot. Oregon defeated Oklahoma State. It was another squeaker, man. 34-31. They're still maintaining their spot at number 2. Maintaining the spot at number 3, Notre Dame crushes Rice 52-7. Georgia with a little bit of a down game there against Western Kentucky. They do get the win 37-20. Indiana, FCS Midwest, FCS Southeast for Miami, nothing big. Texas A&M, offense a little slow there, getting the win over Arizona State 24-10. Oklahoma gets a win over Michigan 30-24 to move up 1 spot. LSU gets the win over Louisiana Tech 28-0. No surprise there as they move up and get ready for the Lane Kiffin Bowl against Ole Miss. BYU moves up 1 spot with a win over Arizona, 35-14. Of course, you saw our Alabama Crimson Tide with a win 52-7 over Kentucky. Texas, after their loss to Ohio State, falls. Last week 7, they fall to 12. USC moves up 1 spot, win over Louisiana. NFCS team against Louisville. Texas Tech gets a win over Oregon State. Penn State over Temple. Tennessee, big win over Georgia Tech, 48-7. Of course, there's Michigan losing. They drop 5 spots from 13 to 18. Ole Miss, after their loss to begin the season, they get a win over Charlotte. They move up 3 spots from ranked 19 last week, 21. Yep, they move up 3 spots. 2 spots. Houston gets it was a bit of a shootout there against FCS Midwest. They move up 2 spots. SMU gets a win over Midwest. FCS. So we got 3 unranked teams who have moved up, which means we had some teams lose. Scores and schedules. Week 2. Let's come here. Let's see who lost. ACC. Let's see. Miami won. Louisville won. SMU won. Cal beat Syracuse. Clemson not ranked. Okay. Somebody lost a game. I saw a ranked team lose a game. Was it potentially Duke? No, Duke got the win there. Virginia got the win. It's tough to tell who fell out, man. You know what? There's an easy way to tell. Let's go back to the top 25. We'll look at teams receiving other votes. More information. That's what we want. Iowa lost to Iowa State. Iowa State moved up there a little bit. Tulane, Utah, Washington falling out. Did Washington? Okay, here you go. Drop from the rankings. Iowa, Utah, Missouri. Who did Utah lose to? That's the big question. I saw where Missouri lost. We'll take a look at them. Iowa, I know, lost to Iowa State. Utah is in the Big 12. Who did they lose to? Let's see. There you are. Utah falls to Arkansas, crushed 31-3. Arkansas undefeated. Impressive. So we've got Iowa, lost to Iowa State, then Utah. Who was the other team? There's one other team that fell out of the rankings. Utah and Missouri. Missouri, we saw that they lost. I can't remember who they lost to. Let's take just a quick peek. They're in the SEC. Go week 2. Missouri. Who did Missouri lose to? Well, where are they? Did I pass them? There they are. Missouri, falls to Kansas. At least it was an away game. They didn't lose at home. It's a rivalry game. Kansas 2-0 to start their season. Gets a 3-point win over Missouri. Auburn gets a little win there over Southern Miss, trying to make themselves feel better after their loss to Baylor. See any other big games? Arkansas defeating Utah. That was a big game. That was an upset there. Way to go. Mississippi State squeaks out a win over Minnesota. They're starting 2-0. A&M gets the win over Arizona State. They're 2-0. And Vandy gets crushed by Delaware, 41-27. Vandy being Vandy. That's what they're doing there. It's a great start to the season thus far. Just saying. Keelan Russell, a little slow start in that first game. Really came on strong in the second game. 69% completion thus far. 490 yards, 6 touchdowns, only 1 pick. Threw that pick before he threw any touchdowns. Other than that, he's looking really solid. AK Deer is also looking solid there as our starting running back. 44 carries, 258 yards, 4 rushing touchdowns in just 2 games. That looks good as well. Receiving, spreading the ball around pretty good. 8, 7, 8, 6. You got Rogers, Coleman, Rogers, and Edwards. All kind of your top 3 receiving targets there. Edwards with 3 receiving touchdowns, showing how good he is in the red zone. And then on the defense, you got some guys performing there well too, but we'll look at that later. When we come back next time, it's going to be time to jump back into recruiting. We're going to take a look at where things are. We've got some more guys that have reached their top 5, so they'll be ready to schedule visits. Got to get that whole process going. And then we will take on Florida State. Florida State, who got a win over Alabama last year when Alabama went to start their season. That was a horrible, hard pill to swallow. But now we get a chance at revenge. Florida State's coming to Bryant-Denny. We've got a new quarterback, pretty much a whole new offense, and we are clicking. But that's all for next time. Till then, it's your buddy, it's your pal, Mr. Nice Guy. Catch you later.